Hey guys, let's get right into it. So Dr. Kendra is hosting an event at her house with the ladies, a little gathering. I don't know, was there a reason? Was this a birthday or like a sip and see? Whatever. She was hosting some kind of event at her party, and she asked her mother, who is Filipino? Is the mom Filipino or Vietnamese? I think the mom is Vietnamese. Her Asian mother. Okay, she is asking her about the food that she's going to be serving at this event. She wanted her mom to cook. Her mom didn't want to cook, but her mom somehow is micromanaging the chef that she hired for this event. And that chef was being so patient and so kind with that lady. But let me tell you something. If she would have hired me, NikkiNicoleStar Snacks, I just made that up. Do y'all like that? NikkiNicoleStar Snacks? No, that sounds like an OnlyFans account. What am I going to call my catering business? Star Treats. No, that sounds like doggy treats. Star Sparkle Desserts. Nope, still sounds like porn. Anyway, I'll think of something. But if had that been me, I would have packed up my 5-star chef knives and left her mama to cook all that food because I'm hired to do something. If you are not my boss, don't micromanage. You didn't pay me to be here. Dr. Kendra paid me to be here. Why are you micromanaging and putting your face in my pot, showing me how to cook the noodles that I know how to make? I will say this. I felt like she was all over him because he was white. I feel like, you know what I mean? If there was a person of color in here, I don't think that she would have been, so hands-on, especially if it was somebody who was Asian. I don't think she would have been so hands-on in the kitchen. But she was just like, this white man don't know what he doing. Let me get in here and show him. So Imani, Dr. Britton and her husband, and Imani's friend, Lydia? No, she didn't come. She didn't come today. So it was Dr. Britton, her husband, and Imani. They were riding up to together to go to Dr. Kendra's party. And Imani was telling them about Black Beverly Hills, where I have been trying to live since forever. But my mom is just like, she doesn't want to move so far away. Because the Black people live very far from basically what we all do out here. Like all of my sisters and I are in the entertainment business, and my mom is trying to like break into it as well. So it's very far from everything that we need to do. So we live in an area very close to a lot of the studios that we work with. However, I've been trying to like convince my mom to move out there, but she's just like, no. I'm like, Mom, it's Black people. We can make friends. You can make friends. She's just like, no, I will go down there to get my wigs and that's it. She loves it. She just hates to travel. She hates that she has to travel so far. But anyway, it's a beautiful area. I hope to be able to live there one day. I don't mind the travel. I love it. I love being around my people. I love being around my people who are in the entertainment industry. It's a beautiful area. What is it? Baldwin Hills? Beautiful area, right? I thought it was so weird how, especially when I first moved out here, how Rodeo Drive turns to Rodeo Drive when it starts to get a little black. That has always bothered me. And hearing Dr. Imani talk about it, I was just like, wow, this just confirms how I always felt. Because I never knew this, but I was just like, why is it rodeo? Because it's in a Black neighborhood. So the blacker that drive gets, it turns into rodeo from rodeo. Oh, good. Racism is so ugly. Oh, that's an ugly demon. You know what? I was wrong. Leah was there. Imani's friend Leah was there because she was actually defending Imani when Jasmine, you know what? I am going to continue to support this show, right? Because I said as long as I'm Black. But what's bothering me is that I feel like they don't have anything going on. Because this drama that Jasmine is trying to kick up with Imani, it's just not weighty to me. Like it doesn't hold enough weight for it to be such a problem because everybody's having a good time at Dr. Kendra's event. Jasmine and Betty Boop are like still obsessed with Imani and they want to come in and take her down and they're just obsessed talking about her on the drive there, talking about her when they get there. I will say this about Jasmine. She says that Dr. Imani is fake, right? And that Dr. Imani gave her a fake hug. A fake hug that you reciprocated? Like, so are you fake as well? Because if Dr. Imani is fake, why did you accept the hug? Why did you hug her back? So you then have to be fake as well, because the only way for you to be real in that situation would have been for you to say, no, I don't want this hug. Me and you not really featuring each other right now. But you accepted the hug. You sat down, you were talking to her, you were eating your little food, you were having a good time at this party, and then you waited at the last minute while everybody is like wrapping up and getting ready to leave to finally confront her in front of everybody. It just, I don't know. It just seemed very rehearsed. It seemed very rehearsed. I just don't think that this issue is that deep. Like, real talk, Jasmine, nobody is really Googling you to find out that your husband is supposedly a drug dealer or lives in a drug dealer house. I'm going to be very honest with you. This show never trends, okay? Nobody thinks that your husband is a drug dealer and that you live in a drug dealer house. I do think, I said it before in my last review, that she should feel some sort of way that now Imani's husband is dealing drugs. I know he's not dealing drugs, but I'm just saying that's a dagger that she can use, because it's very hypocritical for her to say that she looks like she lives in a drug dealer house when Dr. Imani is actually a trap queen, saying it jokingly. A lot of you are like, oh my goodness, owning a weed dispensary is not being a drug dealer. Tomato. Okay, I do think that she can feel some sort of way about it, but to make it this big of a deal, it just did not make any sense, especially when everybody's having a good time, loving on that beautiful baby with them cheeks. Everybody was just having a really good time, and I think that Jasmine was just like, you know what, this episode will probably be boring. we haven't had any conflict. Let me just bring this up. So she brings it up in front of everybody, and she's just like, I didn't think that, to Dr. Imani, I didn't think that your apology was sincere. Imani is taken aback. She rolls her eyes. She cannot even say anything because Britain is like, what? Now she's starting to show up for me, because she was just like, this is ridiculous. She apologized. You accepted the apology. Now you're not accepting it and you mad about it. This doesn't make any sense. And then she called out Betty Boop and was calling her a fire starter and messy. No, she called her messy. Well, she is. That girl is very messy. I'm like, why do you have a problem with everybody? She was messy on season 1. She's not as messy now. I don't think that she was well received because she brought the ex-girlfriend of one of the cast members' husband to a party that they were all at. And she was like encouraging the girl to go talk to her. And it was just really ugly. It was really ugly. And I don't think that that went over well. So I think that she's a little bit more reserved this season so far. But the girl is messy. She lives for the drama. But she doesn't live for the drama in a way where it's just like, okay, shade, okay, dynasty shade. It's just ugly. She just goes really low for no reason, because I don't understand why you want to take down Dr. Imani. She's not who she proclaims to be. Why do you care? She didn't do anything to you, so why do you want to take her down? That's real deep. To want to take somebody down because they said that your friend's house looks like a drug dealer house. Come on. You don't think that it is that deep as well either. You two are just trying to make something out of nothing. It was so annoying watching this episode and watching this scene play out. I was just like, listen, I'm going to watch, but I'm not going to review if y'all don't give me anything, because this was nothing. Even the cast was just like, what? What are you doing? Like, it just did not make sense. So Dr. Britton is calling Betty Boop. I'm always going to do that. Calling her messy. And she's just like, you think that I'm messy? Let me show you how messy I can be. Then she says something to Leah, who also called her messy. And she was just like, Leah, she actually said that Kendra looked like a pilot. Did she call her a pilot? I think she called her a pilot, or looked like she had on some type of looked like she had on some kind of Air Force costume. I will say, Leah, that was correct. Was the comment in poor taste? Absolutely. Was it accurate? Absolutely. Absolutely. However, I love the fact that Dr. Kendra she just wears what she wants. You know, you may not like it. It may not look good to you, but she wears what she wants. And the way she smiled and cheesed in those pictures, she was having a good time wearing it. So if she wants to dress like the cast of Top Gun in 2020, let her do it. Let her do it. She got the coin for it. If she wants to dress like a Philadelphia scammer dressed in all Gucci, let her do it. She can do what she wants because she's happy. So I love that. But I also love that Kendra didn't really go there like Betty Boop wanted her to go there. Betty Boop said that, and she wanted Dr. Kendra to have a different reaction. I think also that Dr. Kendra didn't have the reaction that Betty Boop wanted was because all the ladies were like, oh, hell no. What you're doing is wrong. One does not have anything to do with the other. So all the ladies, it was Britain, it was Leah, and it was Imani. They jumped on her and Jasmine, and then Jasmine gets up and walks away. Everybody's screaming at me. I can't believe it. Like, what is going on? Girl, you brought up in front of everybody. A subject that does not really hold any weight, and it's a subject that everybody has moved on from. Everybody has watched you move on from it. So everybody was just exhausted. Like, girl, what are you talking about? And although that comment didn't hit Dr. Kendra the way it could have, because all the ladies were saying what she was doing, what Betty Boop and Jasmine were doing was ridiculous, Kendra did feel some sort of way. A little residue did, hit her in her sensitive area, because she jumped up and she was just like, I will say this. I just had a baby 3 months ago, and I dress for my body. And everybody was like, girl, it was not even like that. But I will say this, for Leah's sake, what Betty Boop did was wrong, because all y'all talk about each other. You know what I mean? She saw something on her Instagram and was just like, this girl is dressed like a Naval Academy student or something. She just said it to her, and they were laughing and joking about it. But she said it a while ago. So why are you bringing it up now? To try to throw focus and anger and get other people involved in this mess. I felt like Betty Boop did that because everybody was looking at them like, you two are being absolutely ridiculous. So she brought up this subject to try to throw Dr. Kendra in there. And it was just rude, because everybody turned on them even more. And they were just like, why would you say that to her in her home at her event? What Leah said was not okay, but you saying it in front of everybody and trying to embarrass and hurt her so that she could be mad at Leah and Dr. Imani, messy. She is messy. But she gonna have to bring it with something else that holds some weight, some kind of storyline that holds some weight, because your husband, this whole storyline with him not supporting you and you want to be a realtor and him and your kids thinking this is a dumb idea, you're going to have to come with something, because I'm already bored from that. I have done everything for everybody. And now that I want to be a realtor, a luxury realtor, nobody's taking me seriously. Listen, I get that you held that man down when he was in school, and that's something that he decided to do. But let's be real. You signed on to be a doctor's wife. You knew he was going to make some money, and so you decided to get pregnant, have them kids, and rock out by his side, because you knew you were marrying into medicine. You knew what you were doing. And now you want this ER doctor to cut his hours so he can be home with the kids so that you can pursue a career in luxury real estate. Listen, I get it, right? But one is a sure thing and one is a gamble. We need to support the sure thing, because we're not sure if this show is getting another season. If the show keeps on getting renewed and you guys keep on signing on for higher rates, then maybe Mr. ER Doctor, Eeny Weeny Super Surgeon, then maybe he could fall back a bit, because he doesn't have to pay for everything. And, basically be the main source of support for the family, because she does work. But it's just not, she's not bringing home ER doctor checks, right? So that would make sense, because I get where she was trying to go with this narrative of, I held down my family and I was the wife, I was barefoot and pregnant and I supported my husband. And now I want my husband to support me. I get it. I get where she's trying to go with it, but it doesn't make sense. Even your son, it's just like, Mom, no. Your son is not supportive of this. And this kid has been on the earth for 8 years? He knows you well enough to know that you're not ready to be no luxury realtor. There's a lot that goes into it. Yes, she has her real estate license, but man, you got to work on these contacts. You have to work on securing a position with a real estate company, but you can't do that unless you have a list of clients that they want to, make money off of. So there's a lot of work that has to go into that, and she has to build. But I don't think that it's smart to have the one person who is bringing in the majority of the funds cut back so that you can pursue your dreams, because you like this lifestyle. You all have become accustomed to this lifestyle. To cut back so that you could pursue something that is not a sure thing does not make any sense, because something is going to have to be sacrificed. Them cars, your kids' education, downsizing the home. She's not really thinking this through. She has a desire, but she's not thinking about the path to actually get there. I think if this show becomes a hit, like I said before, and they start getting, I don't think they'll ever get Real Housewives of Atlanta checks, but if they start getting Married to Medicine Atlanta checks, then I think it would make sense for him to pull back and support you in that way, because he does not have to foot the majority of the bill. But she's trying to sell it off as, oh, my husband is not supporting me. And I think he's playing into it as well, because he's just like, who's going to help you pick up the slack? Because I won't be there. I don't think that he was saying that as, oh, I won't support you. He can't. He's a freaking ER doctor. He cannot support you in that way. He's already supporting you financially. Now you want him to come home and be a nanny to the kids when he's on duty? Like, that just won't work. That just won't work. And she's not thinking anything through. She's just very impulsive. This is what I want to do. Help me do it because I supported you. That's not how relationships work. Everything that you have costs money. You are hoping that you're able to sell a $6 million home. That's a hope. He knows that he is always going to be needed at some kind of emergency room. We don't know if you're always going to be needed as a realtor. Like, look at where we're at now. This freaking pandemic. Ain't nobody buying nothing. Ain't no realtors making any kind of money in no pandemic, which is why I really hope they are filming some kind of way, even if it's on an iPhone. I would really love to see $1 million listings New York. I want to see how these agents are dealing with this pandemic. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about concerning this episode. They didn't give much. It was a little dry. No, it wasn't a little dry. It was a lot dry. They got to bring it next episode. I hope they do. But that's all I wanted to talk about with this episode. What did you guys think of this episode? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you for the next episode of Married to Medicine, LA. Love you guys. Bye.